Hi there, I'm Joe Tye from Values Coach, and this is a message for Sharon Lansdale and friends and colleagues. I am really looking forward to joining you soon to talk about how do you sustain and nurture and build a more positive culture in times of challenge and change. And we certainly have been through challenge and change. And I want to share with you a story that I think reflects the challenge and the opportunity before us. A couple weeks ago, I was with a hospital in California. And I happened to be there on the day they were dismantling their auxiliary COVID ICU. And you know, part of us, we wanted to celebrate. You know, we're taking down these walls that built an intensive care unit where the gift shop was and should be. And you wanted to celebrate. But you also knew how many heartbreaks occurred in that space. How many nurses had to zip up body bags and help somebody say goodbye to loved ones with an iPad. And so somehow celebrating didn't feel right. And in the back of our minds, I think we all had a level of anxiety that we hope we're not taking this down too soon. We hope we don't get hit with another spike and have to put it right back up again. And I think that is a great metaphor for the challenge that we face in our organizations. On the one hand, we have seen some very positive things happen in the last couple of years, haven't we? We've seen our healthcare heroes come together, work together. We've seen leaders emerge who we didn't think had leadership abilities. We've seen a spirit of fellowship in many places. There's been incredible innovative thinking, hasn't there? On the other hand, we've seen a lot of emotional pain. We talked about burnout before the epidemic, before the pandemic. Now we're talking about PTSD, where people are going to be dragging around personal grief and emotional trauma. We're going to have career and financial dislocation in many families for a long time to come. And we've got to prepare for the next tunnel. You know, the light at the end of the tunnel is not like a finish line we're going to run through and it's going to be rainbows and lollipops again. We know there's another tunnel. We just don't know exactly what it is. And so when it comes to culture, we need to build on what was good, what was positive. How do we not lose the innovation, the leadership, the fellowship that we've seen emerge in the last 2 years? How do we heal the hurt? How do we heal our cultures? How do we deal with some of the fragility that has happened as we've experienced this sort of emotional pain and in some cases physical exhaustion and pain? And how do we prepare our culture so that whatever happens next, and we know there will be a next, so that we're ready for it? Hopefully a little more ready than we were for the last one. So I will see you then. It's going to be an interesting conversation we're going to have, and you're going to go away with some good ideas, and I know that you're going to implement them. I'll see you then.